What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to this YouTube channel. In the last video, I showed you how to set up Blender MCP and use it to create scenes within Blender using Claude AI. So we are just using text prompts to create wonderful 3D scenes in Blender. While this approach was pretty good, but it needed some update. So for example, the approach that we used earlier had some issues like the assets were pretty basic. So if you were to generate some cool looking scenes using this process, the assets were not looking that realistic. So wouldn't it be amazing if we could integrate a 3D asset generating AI that generates 3D assets from text prompts right within our Blender MCP. So that's what the author of Blender MCP has done. If you go to the Twitter page of or the X page of Siddharth Ahuja, which is the original author of Blender MCP, he announced a major update, which is the integration with Rodin AI. Now, what is Rodin AI? If you go to this website called Hyper3D AI, which is from Rodin, and you can see here that it is a tool, which is an AI tool that generates 3D assets from text prompts, or you give it a reference image and then you can generate assets from that reference image. Now, Blender MCP has successfully integrated this tool within the Blender MCP. So now when the cloud is generating the scenes within our Blender, we are using the assets generated from Hyper3D from Rodin. So this is what we are going to see in this video, how we can set everything up and create realistic looking scenes within our Blender using AI. So in the previous video, I showed you how to set up Blender MCP. In this video, I'm again going to show you how to do that, but I'm also going to show you how to use the Rodin AI too. In this video, I'm going to go a bit quicker, but if you want to see it in detail, you can always go ahead and watch my previous video. So if you come to this GitHub repo of Blender MCP, I'll leave the link down in the description box and scroll down to the prerequisites. You'll see we need Blender 3.0 or newer, of course. And then we need Python 3.10 or newer. And we also need the UV package manager. So go ahead, if you want to download the Blender, you can go to the blender.org and you can download the Python from python.org. And if you want the cloud desktop, if it's not installed, you can go to this Claude AI/download and then download the cloud desktop for your computer as well. Now, after you have all these three softwares, what you need to do is go ahead on Windows, open up the command prompt. Now, the first thing that you need to check is if Python is installed. So type in Python and you'll see I have Python 3.10 version. If it's earlier than 3.10, like 3.9 or 3.8, whatever, so you need to upgrade your Python, download the Python 3.10 or anything newer. Now, if I quit from Python, we also need to check if we have UV package manager installed. So simply say UV, hit enter, and you should see something like this. If you don't see something like this, simply do pip install UV, and it will install the UV package manager for you. You can see it says requirement already satisfied. That's because I already have it installed. So once all these steps are done, what you need to do now is open up the Cloud Desktop app. Only open this after you finish all the previous steps. And now go here, go to File, Settings, and go to Developer, and click on this Edit Config. Now you'll see this cloud_desktop_config.json. I'm going to open it with VS Code. You can use any other text editor that you like. Now go back to the repo and scroll down. You'll see a section like this, Cloud for Desktop Integration. And we need to copy this configuration from here. Go ahead and copy it, go back to VS Code, paste the configuration right here, save the file. Now close the configuration file, close this thing as well, close the Cloud app too, and make sure you go here and you quit the Cloud app from here too. Now open the Cloud again, and this time you should see this MCP tools available option in your Cloud Desktop app. If you still don't see this option, go ahead and restart your computer, open the Cloud app again, and you will see this tool. So this means that we have successfully enabled the Blender MCP tool in our cloud. The configuration was successful. Now what we need to do is we need to set up the add-on for Blender. Now go to the edit, go to preferences. Now here we need to install an add-on and go back to the repo, scroll up, and you'll see this add-on.py file. If you are coming from my previous video, you need to uninstall the add-on first. So if you have already installed the Blender MCP, go here, click on uninstall, because we are going to install it again anyways. So go here, click on this add-on.py file, download this file, and go back to Blender. Since I have Blender already installed, I'll first uninstall it, and then I'll click on this down arrow here and click on install from disk. Now go to the folder where you downloaded the file and click on the addon.py file, and you will see this Blender MCP add-on added in your Blender. So this means that we also successfully added the Blender MCP add-on in our Blender too. Now close the preferences. Now go here and press N, and you will see this Blender MCP tab right here. Now here we can start our MCP server, but we first need to set up the Hyper3D Rodin. So go back to your browser, go to the Rodin Hyper3D AI website, and here you first need to sign up to this website, and then you can click on this API and generate a new API key. Let me name this anything, create secret, it's not important, and copy the API key. Don't share this API key with anyone else. Now go back to Blender, check this use Hyper3D Rodin 3D model generation, and select this hyper3d.ai here and paste in your API key. Now click on Start MCP Server. This will start the MCP server in our Blender, and we can go back to Claude app. Now if we go back to the repo again and go back to the README, and we'll take an example from here. So for example, create a 3D model of garden gnome through Hyper3D. So let's just copy this prompt, go back to our Claude app and paste this prompt right here. And click on this attach from MCP and add this asset underscore creation underscore strategy.txt as well. Now run the prompt, and it will ask me for some permissions. Allow for this chat, and you can see it says, now let's check if Hyper3D is enabled. Click on allow for this chat, and it says great, Hyper3D is enabled and ready to use. So now it's going to generate some text prompts to generate our 3D model. Click on allow for this chat. It's going to take some time, so you have to be patient. All right, you can see our 3D model has been successfully generated, and it also imported into our 3D viewport. So now if we toggle the scenes, and you can see it looks pretty nice, right? So it is way better than the old boring assets that Blender MCP was creating. Now that we have the Rodin Hyper3D integrated, you can see now we get some good looking assets and good looking 3D models right within our Blender scene. Now you can see it added some garden floor as well. I didn't ask for it, but it is adding it. And somehow it duplicated the gnome. It has created two objects here. But the good thing about this Blender MCP is that we can say you duplicated the gnome model, remove one of them. Click allow, and you see it has successfully removed the duplicate model from our scene. And you can see, look at this, this looks really nice. It was not possible before. We would have to create this model on our own or import it from some website where we would have to pay money. But yeah, you can see this time around, we can just use Claude AI and the Hyper3D model to generate all these 3D assets, which is pretty good. Now we can do one cool thing, which is that if I have this reference image. For example, I have this cat in a living room, and we have all these assets here, the lamp, the table, cup, cat, sofa, the window, everything. Now, if we provide this reference image to our cloud, which is using the Blender MCP, and we tell it to generate this scene from scratch and generate all the assets using the Rodin Hyper3D AI. So it is going to create the similar scene, and it's going to generate the 3D assets using our Hyper3D AI, which is pretty cool. And yeah, you can go ahead and play around with it. Since this is going to take some time, going to do it in this video, but you can already see it from the demo of Siddharth. You can see the Blender MCP in the action. It's using the Rodin AI, and it's generating all the 3D assets in the scene. You can see another example here. So I think this is it for this video. I showed you the basic concept of how you can use the Hyper3D AI model using the Blender MCP and generate these realistic looking 3D assets right within your Blender scenes. So this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new from this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.